They said family is everything, until mine put a price tag on trust. It started with a missing bracelet. Not just any bracelet, but a gift I'd kept since the darkest days of my life. Back when I was sleeping under overpasses, scraping change from sidewalks, one woman gave me that gold piece and whispered, asterisk, you'll rise someday. Don't let them break you. Asterisk, I never wore it for show. It stayed locked away, tucked in the velvet-lined drawer I kept for things that truly mattered. And then one day it was gone. At first, I thought I'd misplaced it. I searched the drawers, tore through my safe, even questioned my own memory. But deep down I knew I'd been robbed. Not by a stranger, not by someone desperate, but by someone who smiled at my table. My nephew had been staying over for the weekend. Young, loud, flashy. The kind who boasted about crypto wins he never really earned and bragged about driving fast cars with slow minds. I'd taken him in, just like I'd taken others in before, because I remembered what it felt like to have nowhere to go. I never told him about the bracelet, or the other pieces missing. But I didn't have to, because a week later, I saw it, on his girlfriend's wrist. Posted on her social media with a caption, asterisk, real love, real gold gemstone kiss mark. Asterisk, that's when everything changed. See, what they don't know is that I used to be invisible. Once homeless, once voiceless, once forgotten. They used to laugh at me behind my back, thinking I'd never be more than a cautionary tale. But while they scrolled, I studied. While they partied, I built. Stocks, real estate, digital ventures, quiet empires layered under aliases and shell companies. No one knew how far I'd come, because I never told them. I watched that post, zoomed in on the bracelet, and I didn't say a word. Not to him. Not to anyone. I just started planning. My nephew loved one thing more than attention, his brand new imported sports car. It wasn't registered under his name, it was financed barely. I knew because I paid for part of it as a gift. But gifts come with strings, especially when they're traceable. So I waited. On a cool Tuesday morning, I watched from across the street as he strolled to his car, coffee in hand, laughing into his phone. Then his laugh stopped. His head snapped left. Right. He walked in circles, and then just stood there, frozen. The driveway was empty. His car? Gone. In its place, a single velvet box. Inside, not the bracelet, but a note. My handwriting. Only 3 words. So was my trust. That's when things started unraveling. He called everyone, screamed theft, threatened police. But he forgot one detail. He never paid off that car. The loan was under my name. The tracker? Still active. And the car? Now safely repossessed, rewrapped, and parked in my private collection, behind gates he'll never walk past again. He tried to confront me at a family gathering, playing the victim. Said I was cruel, that I'd ruined his life. But I didn't ruin it. I just stopped protecting him from the consequences. And that's when the rest of the family started waking up. My cousin suddenly remembered the loan I forgave 5 years ago. My sister realized the house she lived in was quietly being paid for by me. People who once mocked my silence began to fear what else I knew, what else I controlled. And I let them wonder. Because sometimes revenge isn't loud. Sometimes it's a quiet reshuffling of power, an empty driveway that echoes louder than any scream. But the story doesn't end there. Weeks later, I got a letter. Not a text, not an email, a handwritten letter from my nephew. He didn't ask for the car or the jewelry. He didn't even mention the note. He just said, asterisk, I never knew you lived on the street. I thought you were just weird. I'm sorry. Asterisk. It wasn't much, but it was something. I didn't reply. Not yet. Because some wounds don't heal with words. They heal with action. And if he really wants forgiveness, he knows where to find me. Until then, he'll walk past that empty driveway every morning. A reminder, betrayal has a cost. And trust? Trust is priceless. So the next time someone laughs at the quiet one in the corner, the one who dresses modestly, speaks softly, and watches more than they speak, remember this. They might be the reason you've been comfortable all along. And if they ever decide to leave, you might just wake up one day with nothing but silence, a velvet box, and a note that changes everything. My nephew stole my jewelry, so I replace his car with an empty driveway is more than a story of revenge. It's a warning. Never steal from the one who built you. They might just take back what was never really yours to begin with.